Hey traders, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy, and in today's video, we are going to be going over an amazing system that is going to change the way you trade overnight. Like seriously, immediately, it will change the way you trade. It is so simple and ridiculously easy, and I love it because it only focuses on price action. You don't need any indicators at all, guys, and it is just awesome. So I'm going to share it with you step by step. I recommend that you pause the video where you need to and take notes, and then just go and implement it on your favorite pair. It works on all pairs, all markets. So you can go and test this and just journal your outcomes. Okay. One thing that is going to help you pretty much accelerate your process is taking advantage of our training manuals. It's not mandatory, but it's optional, and it is so helpful because I wish I had something like this when I was trading. So you will see on our website, if you go to bktradingacademy.com, you are going to go to products and you will see all of our strategy manuals. So this is our most recent strategy manual here. The price action channel strategy. This guides you step by step through the actual strategy. It is a digital file at the moment. We will have printed copies soon, but right now this is the digital format and it goes step by step. It's over 50 pages, very detailed, shows you how to trade this strategy step by step, and just answers every question for every style of trader. So whether you're a swing trader, scalper, intraday trader, position trader, we cover all styles of trading with this strategy. So let's get to it. If you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you don't miss any of our content, and yeah, let us know where you need help, and we'd love to help you if you are a new or struggling trader. I encourage you to check out the Academy. We have an awesome community, amazing program, everything you need, and I just always encourage people to study our leadership, study our trading. You can follow many of our social media platforms. TradingView is one of our top platforms that we're on, and we publish a lot there, and you'll gain a lot of value there as well. So let's go ahead and hop right into the video.
Yeah, I know I got problems, and I don't know where to go. I don't want to put the blame on you.
All right, guys. So as I said, this is a price action strategy. You don't need any indicators at all. And the very first thing that we are going to do, so with this strategy, the very first thing you want to do is identify your technical levels. When I say technical levels, you want to identify the strongest levels to trade from. So notice that I am on the monthly time frame, and if I simply look at the monthly, we can see with our naked eye that price is making higher highs and also higher lows, right? I want to take note of where price is right now. We're trading at $1.36 right now. So notice that price sort of had a rise here and then gave us a flag and then another bullish breakout. We formed a new high right here at 1.38, and now price has pulled back to retest the previous level of structure that was broken. So now we are seeing on the monthly where we've gotten a retest and we are quite poised for a bullish continuation, right? Now, another thing that I'm also noticing is that look here. So this is very significant. So this is where price action gets interesting. You can see in January of 2016, we had a rejection to the upside of 1.4678. Okay. And then we remained significantly below that. We rejected to the downside, created a bearish flag on the monthly and a bearish continuation. And then we sort of seen price kind of move up, retest that previous high, break down. And then we went back to retest this 2016 high and we rejected again and then rejected to the downside. So what I'm looking at is the possibility that price could keep rising to reject these highs one more time. So we just could continue to see that bullish continuation on the monthly and then a deep dive to the downside once price retests these highs again. That's a possibility. But right now, that could be a long time before that happens. So what we want to do, the very first thing we want to do, so as intraday traders or scalpers, with this particular strategy, you want to find your levels on the daily or weekly. So I'm on the monthly because it gives me an overall picture of what the price is doing. I'm going to move down to the weekly time frame, and now I'm just going to drill in a little bit more. So now you can see if I kind of stretch the price on this weekly, it almost looks sideways to me, right? But I can tell that overall price is in an uptrend. So I'm just going to do this. Here's my uptrend here on the weekly. And what I'm going to do is the next thing I'm going to do, so I don't even have to keep this trend line here. The very first thing you want to do is find your levels to trade from. You always want to find a level below price. So here is a level that sticks out to my naked eye because I see where price is pausing right now. And I can see that this was a significant turning point in the market. So previous resistance. Look at the many times that price came here and rejected to the downside. And not only did it just reject to the downside, it rejected quite forcefully, like a couple hundred pips or so. And that's exactly the type of areas we want to trade. So now considering that, I'm going to find a level above price now that I have a level below price. So if I simply just clone this on the weekly, I can see that the previous weekly high was right here at previous resistance. So right here at 1.3895. Now, one thing I do see that's quite interesting here, although we had an uptrend on the monthly, I see a bearish engulfing candle sort of on this weekly, possibly not. It's kind of meeting that previous weekly candle, but this bearish candle is quite strong. So I would be looking at this thinking, could this possibly be a breakdown coming where we might see a trend reversal just like we did here? So back in March of 2023, look how the market kind of gave us a W pattern here, broke this neckline, price pushed up to this high and then continued to the downside. Okay. So I'm wondering, could this similar pattern repeat, right? Could we see possibly where price might push up to here? Notice here where price rejected previously, price rejected previously, price rejected previously. So we could get a retracement of this bearish candle on the lower time frame and price could continue lower. All right. So now that I know that, I'm going to keep drilling down. Notice that as I go through the price action, I'm creating scenarios of what could possibly happen. I'm going to drill down to the daily, and now I'm going to look at the directional movement of the daily time frame. So one thing that I do see here is that overall price is still in an uptrend. Okay. So price is still in an uptrend, and I'm just going to simply do this. And here's my uptrend on this daily time frame. Now let's go ahead and just identify the market structure. So I'm not going to start all the way from the bottom, but we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, and then we have a higher high, and now price has come back down right about here. Now, one thing we like to do with the 50 period moving average is pop that on there on any time frame you trade. So if I was a short-term swing trader, for example, I could trade this level right here. So I would trade this level right here. And what I do is take profit near the middle of the channel. Notice near the middle of the channel, you have 1.3752 or 55 or so, where it's your reversal area. So this is where we would take profit, because more than likely if price rises, it's going to reject off of this reversal area here. Okay. So if we are intraday or swing traders, however, what we're going to do is we're going to continue to drill down to the lower time frame. So we have our zones here that we marked on the weekly or daily. You can mark these on the weekly or daily. I like the weekly preferably because you can just see the levels a bit more clearly. You see where you can see the turning points. That's why I like the weekly time frame, but daily is fine too. So now that we have our levels, we're going to drop down to the 8-hour or either the 4-hour intraday. So check this out. You're going to always have channels on every single time frame that you trade, right? So even though you have an uptrend on the daily, you have a downtrend on the 8-hour. You would capture, the next thing to do is after you have your levels, you're going to hop down to the time frame that you trade. So this is step number 2. You're going to trap the price inside of a channel. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and trap this inside of a channel. I already have my levels, right? I have my resistance levels, and this is my support. Now, when we trade price action channels, we want to make sure that we're buying from the bottom of the channel and we're selling from the top of the channel. So notice here how in this area that we marked on the higher time frame, you have a rejective support where the market came here multiple times and then continued to the upside, gave us a pullback and then continued to the upside. Okay. So that is pretty significant. And remember, you also have a little cluster here, and we can keep just kind of going through this zone and looking how price has reacted within the zone. So because we've already studied this on the higher time frame, we were looking for next. So we identified our levels on the daily, weekly. We moved down to the 8-hour to trap the price inside of a channel. And now we want to find wick failure inside the zone. This is what you want to be looking for right here. You know when to execute off of something like this. You're looking at what price did within this zone in the past. Okay. That's what we're looking for. And we already studied this on the higher time frames. Okay. See how price has reacted all within this zone in the past. So we're looking to see, is price going to stay within our channel? Is it going to wick within the zone and give us a trading opportunity? And overall, if we are in an uptrend on the daily, we would be trading with the overall uptrend. All right. So now where do we take profit? So the next rule, okay, the next rule is that you want to take profit in the middle of the channel. Now, one thing I also didn't go over right now is you can use the 50 period moving average for confluence. Since we have a downtrend on the daily, the 50 period moving average is going to be above price. But notice this, I could simply do this. Since I'm an intraday trader, I'm only looking to get about 40, 45 pips or so, maybe a little more depending on the pair I trade. This is my area of opportunity right here. Okay, so this is my support. And now I do have this level here that we marked on the weekly. That's quite far. So if I'm an intraday trader, I'm just looking to trade this current area right here on the 8 hour, right? So notice here, this previous reversal area that I have this zone here, this is my resistance zone. Look where the price turned previously in this area. So more than likely, price is going to push up to this zone, and as long as this would be a selling opportunity possibly in the future if we wanted to monitor this. Only thing is, if we sell on the 8 hour, we'd be selling against the bullish trend here on the daily. But notice that this is a reversal area. Okay, so this is our resistance area pretty much on the 8 hour, right? Pretty clever, right? So this is an awesome strategy, guys. It's so simple. You don't have to use any indicators at all. I like to keep a nice clean chart. I don't like indicators at all, except for Confluence. I like to just pop them on there and pop them right off. If you can keep a nice clean chart that only shows your price action, it simplifies your trading so much, okay? So let's kind of review and let's go ahead and touch base on the actual steps you're going to go through. Now, remember, we have a strategy manual that simplifies this for you. Okay. You don't have to do this, but if I were a serious trader and I really wanted to step up my game and become a consistently profitable trader, if I knew someone who had a program, who had strategy manuals, who had journals, who had trading plans, who had everything that I needed, more importantly, number one, a risk management technique that's proven and they demonstrate that, I would be all over it. I didn't have that when I was trading, and it took me so long to get where I am now. And I'm just so grateful that we can share this with all of you. So it's not mandatory, but I always tell people, just kind of study our free content. And if you love our free content, then step your game up and move on to the next offering that we have, because it definitely will help you. And we have tons of testimonials to prove that. So let's go over what you're going to do as an intraday or scalper, right? So you're always going to identify your technical levels on the daily, weekly time frame. That's the first thing you want to do in this strategy. The next thing you want to do is, after you have your technical levels, so remember, you want one level below price, one level above price. You don't want a bunch of lines on your chart. You don't want a bunch of buy areas. You don't want to do all that, because you want to just simplify your trading. You can always adjust your zones, adjust your levels, but I'm telling you, the cleaner you keep your chart, the better your execution will be. After you have your zones, you're going to jump down to the time frame that you trade. This is step 2. You are then going to trap the price inside of a channel. So if I'm an intraday trader, I can trade the 8 hour or the 4 hour. The 8 hour is just that you're trading within the course of the business day. If you're trading the 4 hour time frame, you're just in it for less than maybe 4 hours or less than 8 hours, okay? Whichever you prefer. Now remember, with an intraday trade, we're only going for about maybe 40 to 50 pips. So if I even just move this to, even here at this previous resistance on the 8 hour at 1.3702, that's 70 pips, guys, and I'm confident that price is going there in the short term. Okay, so this is an awesome technique. I just wanted to kind of go over the basics with you. If you have questions, comment on this video. For those of you who already have the manual, I hope that this helps, and we'll try to do as many examples as we can, but we talk about this in depth inside of the Academy. We trade this strategy all the time, every single day, with our members, and also some of the other profitable strategies that we have. But I hope you enjoyed this. Comment on the video, give this a thumbs up. Let me know if you like this strategy, what questions you have, and I'll be happy to answer them. Again, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss our next content, and check out the description of this video for all that we have to offer. To our returning subscribers, thanks so much for your continued support. We pray nothing but the best for your trading journey, and we'll see you in the next trading video.
Yeah, I know I got problems, and I don't know where to go. I don't wanna put the blame on you.